What makes a movie good? What makes a movie bad? How many good movies have you forgotten instantly? How many bad movies can you quote word for word, and why? Is it nostalgia? Is it shock and awe? Is it because the experience you had while watching that movie means more than any quality could ever live up to? Or is it because there are some movies that are so unique, so unhinged, so audacious in their execution that every frame burrows itself into your subconscious and you have no choice but to force that burden onto others? My name is Steve Catron of Ginger Cat Films, and there are some movies you need to see. This is Ricochet. The movie was released in 1991, directed by the same guy who did Highlander and 40 episodes of Teen Wolf, and was originally written as a Dirty Harry movie, but was apparently too grim for the same guy who made audiences watch him have grandpa sex in The Mule. The script bounced around for a couple of years and even had Kurt Russell attach a star in it before producer Joel Silver picked it up. Joel Silver is also the reason that the character Gail Wallens appears in both Ricochet and Die Hard, since he was the producer on both, meaning all the events in this movie also happened in the same universe as John McClane. Ricochet opens up on a pickup basketball game with Denzel Washington, Kevin Pollak, and Ice-T. That's how this movie opens up, and it doesn't get any less ludicrous. Denzel and Pollak play rookie LAPD officers, while Ice-T is pretty much Ice-T being Ice-T, even providing the film's end credits soundtrack. This is actually Ice-T's second ever major acting role following shooting Pookie in the leg in New Jack City. Right off the bat, if you're wondering if Denzel's officer Nick Stiles is the hero of this movie, there are no heroes in this movie. This guy is the main character, but at the end of this 102-minute key bump of a movie, whatever sense you have of what makes a good guy will be shattered. This is how the ethical son of a John Amos preacher woos his future wife Alice.
Now, if you'd like to get this fixed, I'm available for begging and pleading Saturday, about 8 o'clock.
The 90s were a different time. That night, Stiles and Doyle are patrolling a local downtown carnival that just happens to be right in front of the warehouse where the city's crime underbelly deals drugs. But things begin to kick into overdrive with the arrival of professional hitman Earl Blake, played by Jonathan Lithgow, 4 years on from hitting Harry with his car, who after his double-cross inside job drug deal shootout is overheard by the police and no one else, has a one-on-one showdown with Stiles, taking a hostage in the process. And this is the point where the movie reaches cinematic brilliance. Stiles strips to his underwear to show he has no weapon, and after Blake and the audience are rightfully dumbfounded by what's happening, including hearing such hostage negotiations as,
Now, the only weapon I got left now is useless unless you're a pretty girl.
he releases the hostage and charges, only to be shot by a gun Stiles apparently keeps in his ass. Throughout the entire exchange are some of the greatest lines of dialogue ever penned. This entire movie is quotable gem after gem you can't believe these actors were paid to say. Keep this in context while watching this film. Lithgow had earned back-to-back supporting Oscar nominations at this point, and Denzel had just earned his Oscar for Glory. I won't spoil every line, but I will highlight a few favorites, and just to underscore how drastically different these roles are from their iconic filmography, the following lines will be accompanied by images of how I will always picture Denzel Washington and Jonathan Lithgow, Coach Boone, and Lord Farquaad. A Beretta in the butt is better than a butterfly in the boot. You never know when you'll get an anal retentive coroner. That is the girl who gave me the clap, but that is not her voice. The last time I held a gun in this hand, a young man took his clothes off for me. The ancient Hawaiians used to sacrifice an animal every time they built a new building. Back off or she'll need a paper bag over her head when her boyfriend fucks what's left of her. Blake begins his slow descent into madness at the hospital while noticing the notoriety Stiles is receiving from the LA media, and after receiving medical treatment from the nicest bookmobile man, plots his revenge against Stiles, who after his heroics and natural physique are ogled by the DA, begins his ascent into the LA courtroom. Now we see Stiles becoming the strong, upstanding, God-loving family man and the maverick district attorney. Meanwhile, Blake uses his collage skill and methodical intellect to hatch a plan to escape prison and seek vengeance on the one man who sent him there. I won't go over every aspect of Blake's plan. However, some high points include, but are not limited to, becoming leader of the Aryan Nation by killing Jesse the Body Ventura via prison Nazi gladiator system, using fake dental records and James Bond weaponry to murder his way out of a parole hearing. No, bookmobile guy! Drugging women and children by candlelight. Framing Nick Stiles for pedophilia. Framing Nick Stiles for murder. framing Nick Styles for drug addiction, framing Nick Styles for adultery, framing Nick Styles for mental instability, which got him on that point. Sorry to spoil a little bit of this movie, but Blake breaks this man to the point towards the end of the film, Nick Styles, who is the good guy, crucifies a man to the front of a soon-to-be-built children's center that is then electrified by LA gangsters. Are you not entertained? This is one of those movies where the tone never dips below insanity, and kudos for the consistency. The action drifts from the grittiest blood-soaked shootouts to scenes so wacky they might as well be out of a cartoon. And while some moments may seem jarring and out of place, watching this movie for the first time, whether alone or especially with friends, is a core memory waiting to be made. Just not with kids. Please, dear God, don't let this movie be a child's first core memory. Again, this is Steve Catron of Ginger Cat Films, and Ricochet is the movie you need to see.